Ladies and gentlemen, now we are witnessing the arrival of the chief guest. Embracing the shimmering waters of the Indian Ocean, where nations connect and dreams set sail, the Sri Lanka Navy conceptualized a forward-thinking endeavor. It all began in 2010 when the Sri Lanka Navy, under the patronage of the Ministry of Defence, inaugurated the Galle Dialogue, International Maritime Conference. The primary objective of the conference is to provide a common platform for stakeholders of national and international repute to discuss and deliberate maritime-related issues. It also aims to promote collaboration in maritime security and facilitate sharing of knowledge and information among the participants. Over the course of a decade from 2010 to 2019, the Galle Dialogue served as a beacon of hope and progress. It responded to the urgent need for greater international cooperation in terms of maritime security. With each passing year, the conference grew in significance, attracting distinguished delegates from across the globe. The maritime experts, diplomats, naval officers, and policy makers engaged in fruitful discussions, sharing their invaluable insights and experience. Throughout the years, the conference became a catalyst for collaboration, fortifying alliances, and nurturing lifelong friendships. The Galle Dialogue truly functioned as a symbol of hope and collaboration, addressing maritime threats that jeopardize the safety and prosperity of nations. But then, the world faced an unprecedented challenge. The global pandemic forced a pause in the conference's journey. As the world grappled with uncertainty, the Galle Dialogue retreated momentarily. Yet, like a resilient ship navigating turbulent seas, the Galle Dialogue re-emerged, stronger and more determined than ever before. The vast expanse of the Indian Ocean not only captivates with its breathtaking beauty, but also holds a crucial role in the global economic theater. The Indian Ocean faces a host of growing threats such as piracy, drug trafficking, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, human smuggling, marine pollution, and maritime accidents which demand our careful attention. Amidst these perils, its significance reverberates through the annals of history, as strategic and military implications have etched their indelible mark on the Indian Ocean's narrative. Sri Lanka, a tropical island nestled in the Indian Ocean, holds a unique position as a strategic maritime hub. Its location at the crossroads of major trade routes and its historical significance make it an ideal host for an international maritime conference like the Galle Dialogue. As we are set to launch the 11th edition of the International Maritime Conference under the theme Emerging New Order in the Indian Ocean, let's be determined to build upon the foundation laid by the Galle Dialogue, working hand in hand to ensure a secure and prosperous future for our ocean and the generations to come.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Aibuan, Assalamu alaikum, Wanakkam, and have a very pleasant morning. On behalf of the Commander of the Sri Lanka Navy, I warmly welcome the President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, Government Secretaries, and all foreign and local dignitaries present here for the flagship event of Sri Lanka Navy Galle Dialogue International Maritime Conference 2023. The Galle Dialogue 2023 is a retrospection of regional and extra-regional maritime affairs, challenges, and solutions of the past decade, while focusing on Indian Ocean affairs. The 11th edition of the Galle Dialogue International Maritime Conference thrives on its decade-long legacy of connecting and providing a common platform for all stakeholders of the maritime domain to discuss and deliberate maritime-related issues with the purpose of providing inputs for formulating viable solutions under the theme Emerging New Order in the Indian Ocean.
A single flicker of light can illuminate the darkness, bring prosperity to the present and hope for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now respectfully invite the following dignitaries to light up the traditional oil lamp and ceremonially inaugurate the proceedings of the conference. Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe,
Honorable Nimal Siripala de Silva,
Admiral of the Fleet Vasantha Karanagada,
Dr. Ram Madhav,
Mr. Sagala Ratnayaka,
Dr. Willy Gamage,
Honorable Pranitha Bandara Tenukon,
Ms. Arune Vijayawardena,
General Sri Lanka Army retired,
Admiral Chachai Thompson of Royal Thai Navy,
General Shavendra Silva,
Lieutenant General Vikram Lianage,
Air Marshal
and Vice Admiral Priyanka Pereira.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to welcome you all today, now I would like to invite Sri Lanka Navy cultural troupe to perform the welcome dance, which is influenced by the traditional footprints of dancing.
Takkata gatta kunda gatta gajji tak jikkundang gatta kunda gatta takkata jikkada dokkada nankada tarikada kunda gajji tak jikkundang gajikunda gatta kunda ta.
Welcome to Sri Lanka.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, after a mesmerizing performance, now we have come to the welcome remarks by the Commander of the Sri Lanka Navy, Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira. Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira is the 25th Commander of the Sri Lanka Navy. He joined the service as an officer cadet through the General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University and graduated earning a Bachelor of Arts degree in Defence Studies with honours. He is also the recipient of the Sword of Honour from the Naval and Maritime Academy. He is an alumnus of the prestigious United States Naval War College, and his academic repertoire also includes 3 master's degrees conferred by the General Sir John Kotalawala Defence University of Sri Lanka, University of Wollongong, Australia, and National Defence University of the People's Liberation Army, China. He specialized in clearance diving and principal warfare and has commanded an array of naval platforms, inclusive of offshore patrol vessels, fast gunboats, fast attack crafts, and fast missile vessels. He also has the distinction of being the squadron commander of Sri Lanka Navy's elite 4th Fast Attack Craft Flotilla and commanding the Special Boat Squadron of Sri Lanka Navy twice. Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira is a 3-time recipient of Ranashura Padakkama, awarded for his bravery displayed during the protracted conflict period, amongst other service medals. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I now respectfully invite the Commander of the Sri Lanka Navy, Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira, to deliver the welcome remarks. Over to you, sir.
The President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka and the Commander-in-Chief, Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, Chief of Staff to the President and the National Security Advisor, Sagar Ratnayaka, Admiral of the Fleet, Pasantha Karanagoda, Honorable Ministers, Honorable State Minister of Defense, Honorable State Ministers, Secretary of Defense, Secretaries, Chief of the Navies, and heads of the delegations, Chief of Defense Staff, Commander of the Sri Lanka Army and Air Force, dignitaries, distinguished invitees, officers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At the very outset, let me extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the President and the Commander-in-Chief, Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, for accepting our invitation and gracing as the chief guest of the inaugural session of Galle Dialogue Maritime Conference 2023. Let me, in general, convey my sincere thanks to all dignitaries and distinguished guests for being present here today to witness the 11th edition of Galle Dialogue Maritime Conference. Today, I'm very proudly standing in front of many distinguished leaders and practitioners of the maritime domain to welcome everyone to the 11th edition of the Galle Dialogue Maritime Conference under the timely banner, Emerging New Order in the Indian Ocean, a theme that holds profound significance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian Ocean is considered by many as the emerging global center of gravity and the place where the 21st century's power dynamics are revealed. Therefore, all of us present here have conscious responsibility to ensure the well-being of our future generations, particularly being a party engaging in decision process at top, middle, or at lower level for the stability and rule-based order in the ocean. The oceans will continue to be the main highways of trade in the foreseeable future. This also will continue to be the meeting ground of nations with their interests and ideologies, sometimes in accord and sometimes in conflict with one another. Transnational threats and the increased impact of climate change could alter existing maritime security dynamics with increased transnational crimes caused by climate displacement, poverty, pollution, ocean warming, and acidification. These impacts could overwhelm the existing maritime security capabilities, stretch state resources, and increase the need for future ocean management and regulations. Furthermore, police in the vast ocean will create a huge challenge, especially in dealing with maritime threats and transnational crimes at sea. Moreover, the harnessing of shared ocean resources, especially the areas beyond national jurisdiction, has become a source of conflict. The ocean governance framework, as set out in the United Nations Conventions of the Law of the Sea and enveloping treaties, need robust implementation by nation states. Grey zone maritime conflicts or even conduct pose several challenges to international security and stability. My cognized estimate is that the Indian Ocean, the ocean that connects the East and West, is being subjected to overspill effect of grey zone conflicts of strategic competition within the rim and adjacent. Due to the complexity, vastness, and far-reaching consequences of these issues, no state can address them singularly. Thus, these multifaceted and complicated issues must be addressed as an intertwined set of challenges of global, regional, and national importance. This requires a collaborative, multilateral, and multi-stakeholder approach with concerted efforts by all stakeholders. It is in this context that the conference focuses on several key areas under the main theme including the Indian Ocean governance framework, transnational organized crime, maritime security concerns, maritime multi-domain awareness, maritime synergy to foster a blue economy, marine environment protection for collaborative maritime prosperity, and collaborative enforcement for sustainable ocean governance. I'm certain that the lineup, presentation, discussions, and formal and informal interaction taking place during the 2 days will be instrumental in this regard. Today, it is evident that there are 260 local and international participants representing 42 countries and 11 international organizations who are hand in hand to share thoughts for a common goal in this international conference. The Galle Dialogue over the years has contributed immensely to discuss most of the key issues in the maritime domain. This proves that the Galle Dialogue is a landmark event among maritime strategy forums, and our nation is proud to harness such a way ahead in common maritime goals. As Sri Lanka is in the center of the east-west joining sea route artery of Indian Ocean region, it is strategically important. The strategic importance is paramount. The Sri Lanka Navy is in transition from a small littoral navy that has gained battle-proven experience fighting against ruthless sea tigers of LTTE to a conventional medium-sized regional navy while fulfilling international maritime safety and security requirements in the Indian Ocean region. We are committed to conferring international obligation to keep sea lanes safe and free at all times in our sea area of interest, and looking forward to participate and collaborate with like-minded nations and organizations. In support of this process, SLN is drafting its maritime strategy in line with government economic reforms to enhance domestic and international stakeholders' effort in nurturing safe and secure Indian Ocean region. The Sri Lanka Navy has achieved success in developing partnership with regional and extra-regional navies in the fields of modernizing, capacity building, mitigating common maritime security challenges, and preserving maritime environment while ensuring the freedom of navigation for legitimate seafarers. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I wish to mention that we have been able to successfully conduct this International Maritime Conference since its inception with the guidance and assistance of the Ministry of Defense. I, on behalf of the Sri Lanka Navy, wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the National Security Advisor and the Secretary of the Ministry of Defense for keeping the trust in us to organize this conference and the support extended to make this event a success. In addition, I would like to extend my gratitude to the Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the think tank of Geopolitical Cartographers for their assistance since the planning process of this year's conference. I wish all participants a very interesting, thought-provoking, intellectually stimulating and productive time in this year's conference while enjoying the beauty and the serendipity of our country during your short stay. It would be ungracious of me if I failed to appreciate the hard work of all naval personnel, those who toil so much from Chief of Staff down to the junior most rating, whose untiring efforts that made the Galle Dialogue 2023 a great success. Thank you very much. Happy.